Don't change for others. Be different. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. It's my privilege to welcome you all on behalf of our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Yuraj Kharche to the 187th meeting of UAE Advanced Toastmasters Club. I would like to begin by stating our mission statement. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are some rules to be respected during the meeting. For the smooth proceedings of the meeting, I request everyone to switch off their mobiles or keep them on a silent mode. Kindly follow the rules and regulations as per the emergency at your place, if any. Please keep muted while anyone is speaking unless you are asked to unmute to avoid distraction. Speakers, kindly adjust your camera to your eye level so that you are visible at the center of the frame of your video and your gestures are visible. While adjusting the video, remember to keep 4 fingers difference above your head to the top of the video frame. Try to sit in a well-lit room and adjust your video to the low light by clicking on the video settings in Zoom. Please note that as per Toastmasters guidelines, we all should refrain from speaking about sex, religion, and politics during the meeting. Now, with a complete honor and privilege, I would like to introduce our club president, Toastmaster Soumya Kanti Lodh. He's a sincere, highly dedicated, and wonderful Toastmaster who had started his Toastmasters journey with Sharjah Toastmasters Club. UAE Advanced Toastmasters Club is his home club, and he is also associated with Vision J as an Assistant Club Growth Director, Excellence 2020-22. He is a tourism professional who believes that Toastmasters is one of the best platforms to create and cultivate lifelong relationships with like-minded individuals, sharing positivity besides honing one's communication and leadership skills. With a huge round of applause, please welcome President Toastmaster Soumya Kanti Lodh to open the meeting.
Thank you so much, stand-in Sergeant at Arms and Vice President Membership, Madam Toastmaster Debjani. It's always a delight to listen to you, and we heard you the entire term last season, how spirited the openings were for UAE Advanced Toastmasters. And I learned a lot, I've picked up a lot of stuff from you because I opened the meeting for Sharjah Toastmasters and well, the backbone of all those messages are your helpings, your messages that you've shared with me. Thank you. Well, another exciting day's proceedings. We are on our 187th meeting. It's Sunday, the 29th of May. So with the powers vested in the President, I declare this meeting open. Now, to begin with, some great positivities to share. I start off with one of the most glorious news of yesterday. Our very own distinguished Toastmaster Hashim Halim, who represented UAE Advanced Toastmasters Area 37 and Division J, won the humorous speech contest in DTAC 2022. So it's an honor and pleasure for us and for Hashim Bhai, who brings in so much of joy and so much of learning and so much of fun into everything that he does. The next was, well, our small get-togethers were happening. Jayesh Bhai, Balsan Saab, Naganna and me had met up just prior to one of the Sharjah chapter meetings, and yesterday we had absolute fun and frolic of the past and the present members at our mentor, distinguished Toastmaster Balaji's residence. And as I open this meeting, it's an absolute pleasure and privilege to have the company of our past district director, DTM Nelson Menezes. Nelson Dada, your trademark smile, yes, that's it. That lifts us all up. Just your trademark smile, that's it. And your presence,
Thank you.
obviously, DTM Nelson has been, and one thing that I have learned from him, and which is his trademark tagline, is you don't have to do great things, you do small things in a great way. And we are on that path of searching, doing small things in the great way. It's
Yesterday's party said it all. You all did small things in a great way. Lots of videos. Lovely meeting.
I think that's what the connect, the spirit, and the enthusiasm does in spurring us forward. Now, I would certainly like to go to our guests, but just briefly touching on a few good news. Is one good news is it's a heads up. We're going to have the pleasure, privilege, and the company of Jaswinder Ji, Madam Toastmaster Jaswinder Malli, in Dubai very shortly for a brief period of approximately 6 to 8 days here in Dubai. So we're just trying to see if we can schedule one of our next meetings physical so that we can all meet her. She's flying in from Jalandhar via Dubai on to the US, and that will be a prevalent privilege. We have the lightning torch, as I say, and I'm spilling the beans, Sandeep Bhaiya. Lightning torch of UAE.
Please do not. Please do not.
That's Sandeep Bhai and Priyadashini Tai. They have silently brought the club to where it is, working tirelessly. And it's such an honor for me to share that they would be relocating come August 2022. They're heading off to the east, to the absolute east, from where the sun rises, to the land of the Maoris, and they would be relocating to New Zealand. So, okay, I think I spelled the beans too soon, too early. So, my apologies, but if we can have their continuing presence, it will be great. And well, now I think it's time to move on. Oh, we did have our dynamic Priya having a blast at the Hive last Saturday. That was yesterday, or was it Friday? Yeah, Saturday. So she had a blast there as well. Now, quickly getting into the guest, although he is a very seasoned Toastmaster, but a guest and a would-be Toastmaster, let me have the pleasure and the privilege to pass the bait and the stage to Toastmaster Inacio to introduce himself to our members. Over to you, Toastmaster Inacio.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Soumya, and thank you for the welcoming note. I had my eyes on this club because of DTM Nelson and I met during Christmas, and I was telling him I want to transition here in one of the clubs. So he kind of recommended you all, and that's how I got in touch with you, Toastmaster Soumya. If you remember a call that I did some time back, sorry for joining late. I had, we were moving in, the school and all of that was just kind of settling down. But I'm here, looking forward to join the club, learn more from all of you, and and grow together in the club. I've been a Toastmaster from 2018. I was in a single club called EY Toastmasters Club in Muscat, and I had great joy learning and developing myself. I've been informally doing a lot of emceeing and comparing, but nothing like the learnings from Toastmasters. So I'm always emptying my cup, and every day, and I think that's the greatest. The knowledge and the networking is what I would love to look, and hopefully to meet in person for sure. Thank you so much for welcoming.
Thank you so much for joining in Toastmaster Inacio. Absolute privilege and pleasure to have you in our midst. And fellow members, Toastmaster Inacio has already volunteered to be an ExCom member. So that's like icing on the cake for us. Now, let's move on with the proceedings. And it gives me great pleasure, honor, and privilege to introduce the Toastmaster of today. Now, I know her a little more closely than you all because I have had her company in this journey of life for the last 20 odd years. She trained to be an architect. So she used to draw perspectives and elevations of buildings. Now, then came her family way, and well, without any, with all due humility, she's far more learned than I am, and she decided to put her learnings aside for the sake of her family. So she took up the director of operations role for our family to raise our first two children up before moving on to another drawing of elevations. She decided to draw the elevations of budding students' future and chose the path of learning and enrichment by teaching. And obviously, it's such a delightful joy to see Caitlin joining in briefly and sharing her moments of togetherness with her Debjani ma'am. So prior to joining UAE Advanced, she was with the New Indian Model School Toastmasters Club, where she was one of the founding members. She was the Vice President Education before, obviously, her next role took her to Ambassador School, Dubai. And she's now an extremely active member with us. And it's my pleasure and honor to introduce our Toastmaster. Please put our hands together to welcome Madam Toastmaster Debjani Ghosh.
Thank you, President. Good afternoon, honorable guests, our mentors, and my dear Toastmasters friends. It is with great pride I announce that we are all meeting today to celebrate our 187th UAE Advanced Toastmasters Club meeting. Wishing you all a restful weekend. Since long, it was my desire to convey you a very simple fact that yes, we are all different, and that is absolutely awesome. Do you agree with my thought process? How many of you? Let me count over here. Now, discover the child within you. Think, when did you feel, oh, he or she is different and I am not going to accept that person, especially during the journey of your life. You met a low achiever or even a person with determination. Can anyone share with me, how did you react with that person at that time? Did you accept him or her wholeheartedly, showing that gesture of the best strength, what they have within them? Let me check. Let me find out. Anybody? Okay. The practical point is we all face differentiation or realize the truth that we all are different. But coming out from our comfort zone, are we showing the enough courage to show in our gesture to others by saying that we are all different? We see things differently. The things I appreciate and value may not be the things you appreciate and value. Our beliefs might conflict, and even if we agree on much, we perceive the world differently. And that is absolutely awesome. Now I'm going to give my first Thanksgiving gratitude, but that person is absent today. May I request our president to give him a kind invitation to join? It's the DTM Srivalsan. Is it possible? My first Thanksgiving gratitude goes to the founder of our club, the very sophisticated, distinguished Toastmaster Srivalsan Balakrishnan. As he's not present today here, I would like to call our would-be Toastmaster Inacio, our would-be Toastmaster. A small question for you. How can you explain today's theme in a minute, that we all are different and that is awesome?
I think I would say, if we all looked around the world and only saw white color flowers, how boring that would be, right? And if you walk around the garden, especially in Dubai, since we're all here in Miracle Garden, and you can see the wonder of God's colorful creation. That's exactly what we are. We are all unique. We all come with a unique set of values, propositions, and we're all here to make each other's life meaningful. Had all of us had the same values, life would be so boring to live, right? And I think that's what keeps it more exciting every day. That's my few cents.
Wonderfully explained, and you have made my job more easier today. Thank you so much. A future member who is going to join us very soon. I can call you as Toastmaster Inacio. Yes, correct.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, our perfectionist and patient Toastmaster Priyadashini prepared the wonderful meeting agenda and flag today, and my Thanksgiving gratitude goes to her. Toastmaster Priyadashini, thank you so much. Can you please share a moment within a minute when you realize that you need to come out from your comfort zone to accept the difference? While doing so, what was your realization?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, and thanks for appreciating my work. Well, this has happened with me in 2020 when I joined Toastmasters. I've been procrastinating that I'll be joining. Let it be. I don't have that much time, or I can't commit that much. But then Sandeep asked me. I mean, he didn't ask me. He just pushed me in. And then I realized that if I keep being in my comfort zone, I will never do anything that I wanted to do in my past, or I would like to do in future. So I accepted the way, or the thing, whatever was happening with me, and that's why I started working with Toastmasters, and I'm glad that I'm getting numerous opportunities to show my talent, to learn day by day. And this is what I feel that I've been thinking I should not do, and I made my mind and I moved ahead. Over to you.
Wonderfully explained, Toastmaster Priya. Excellent. Glad to listen the words of your heart. Now, let me introduce our sincere shining star. Remember, the sincere shining star, Toastmaster Sandeep Kinge, as our timer for today. Toastmaster Sandeep Kinge, can you please brief us about your role play? Thank you, dear timer.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Debjani. As a timer, I would be, first of all, let me allow DTM Hashim to join our meeting. So I'm also a Zoom master. So I'm honing a couple of hats. So as a timer, I will be looking out for the timing device, and the timing mechanism will be green, amber, red. Let me show you how it would look like. So green, amber, and red. And normal times I will be with this background. So for the icebreaker, the timings are 4, 5, and 6. So green at 4, 5 amber, and 6 red. There will be 30 seconds grace period. So otherwise, after 6 minutes and 30 seconds, the speaker will be disqualified. For the next speaker, who is Toastmaster Karthik, he will be speaking for 5 to 7 minutes. So 5, 6, 7. After 7 minutes, there will be 30 seconds grace. For the table topics, we have 1 to 2 minutes and again 30 seconds grace. And for a speech evaluation, today we have normal speech evaluation. So 2 to 3 minutes and 30 seconds grace period. Normally, as you all know, we have panel evaluation all the time. But then today we have only two speeches. That's why we have kept only the normal speech evaluation. I'm also taking up role as a accounter and grammarian because Toastmaster Priya Ramchandran has dropped out. So I'll be taking up accounter and grammarian. So are, and so, that. So repetitive words or crutch words, which we normally try to use when we are connecting dots between two sentences, or we are trying to think what we are going to say next. So that time, unintentionally or intentionally, the words come in between. Something like sometimes you might have heard the same words from myself when I was describing my role and Hashim Bhai joined in. So, so just to connect the dot, I might have used so we try to basically neglect those intentionally. I have found that one of our global technology lead based in UK, so English being their mother tongue, still they also have these filler words. So this is not about the native speaker or non-native speaker. It is all about our speaking style. So we can say it is communication style. Language doesn't basically create these filler words. It is about our way of thinking, our way of expression. So I raised that point to my global technology lead, and he has reduced down intentionally over a period of time. So simple little thing, but quite useful when we are speaking in front of many people. So yep. So with this, let me hand over the lectern back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Debjani.
Oh, heartbreaking explanation. By taking so many roles at a time, you are my savior as well, Toastmaster Sandeep. And you know why I gave you the name, the sincere shining star of ATM. Thank you, DTM Hashim, for joining us with all your glory. And I can say the most glamorous Toastmaster of the day, means though I am the Toastmaster of the day, the most, I can say, the glamorous Toastmaster of this fraternity, who won the 2 winning cups, you know, the best international speech award and the best humorous speech award. These 2 goes to DTM Hashim, and this is a proud moment for us. I am completely overwhelmed, no words to explain. And today being the TMOD, I'm going to fall from my chair that DTM Hashim has joined in our meeting today. Thank you so much, sir. May God bless you with many more success in life. God bless you, sir. Now, coming to our meeting, Pramonad, it's my privilege. And yes, it's my privilege to progress the meeting forward. And our joke master was DTM Nagarajan. For few reasons, he couldn't join. Let me call upon, just a moment, let me call upon our joke master for today, DTM Hashim. Before I give the screen to DTM Hashim, I would like to share something. Don't break anybody's heart, they have only one. But break their bones, they have 206. I know nobody laughed at me. Let me check, anybody? No one. Why? Okay, let me call our joke master for today. He is actually very nostalgic, but little naughty. DTM Hashim Halim, who will put you down from your chair to the floor with his jokes. Did you get chance to laugh before? No? Then get ready to laugh now. 3, 2, 1, start. Over to you, DTM Hashim.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Debjani. Wonderful to be here and chat with you all. I've been put on the spot today to be the joke master, so I have absolutely no jokes prepared. Actually, I was just driving and I left it all in the car. I have to go down and get it, but since we don't have time, I'll just start with something. Madam said that I'm very nostalgic. It's absolutely true. The nostalgia is all mine. Everybody who has been in my life, they've all already paid for it, so they don't have to pay for it now. The struggles of my, we always talk about the struggles of the people. So I've been the contributor to many people's struggles. My mom has become many years older because of me in her youth itself. They say that, sometimes children are problem children, right? I was the problem. All the other children had to suffer because of that, and my mom had to suffer because of that. Now, when I was a kid, I used to love playing cricket. And every day I used to go out into our courtyard. All my other neighbors and everyone would gather and we would play cricket. And I was never afraid of the bowler. Any pace, any spin, doesn't matter. I was ready to bat. There was only one person I was afraid of. That was my mom. Because at any point of time, she will call me and I had to run back. My friends would come, Hashim, come on, be brave. Go tell your mom that you are playing and that you will come later. I wanted to listen to him. But then I remembered that he doesn't live in my house. I only live there. So I could not reply anything. So I used to, whenever my mom calls, I will just drop my bat and run. So once we were having this match against the neighboring colony, and yours truly was batting on 99. And I'm ready to hit that century and, be the champ. Then the bowler comes up, he takes 2 steps, he looks at me and he's ready. Then I hear the sound, Hashim, come here. I tell the bowler to stop, throw my bat, and I run back. At 99, what could I do? I didn't have a choice. My mom looks at me and says, Hashim, go to the store to buy pudina. I was like, pudina? I have to drop 99 not out for pudina. At least say some chicken or something big. Pudina? Give me a break. My mind was in two. Should I say something or should I go and buy the pudina? 1 second, I looked at my friends. They were all telling, come back, come back, come back. It was motivation for me. So I told my mom, wait, I will get the 100 and then I will go buy pudina. That's the last thing I heard. After that, I woke up with a big headache and this much big of a sore. And I think my mom herself took me to the hospital. After that, on the way back, believe me, the thing that I did, I went to the store and I asked the storekeeper, explain which is pudina, which is coriander, I learned all the leaves that day, just so that the next time my mom calls me from cricket, I will go, make sure. So friends, remember, in life, even pudina is enough to get you hurt. So be careful with whatever you do and who you decide to argue with. Back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Let me count how many of you are sitting on the chair or on the floor. I laugh from year to year. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, DTM Hashim. Just now we had the food for our heart from DTM Hashim, and now be prepared to receive the food for our soul from our sophisticated and serene competent Toastmaster Shomo, who will come up with a movie review today. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Shomo. The stage is all yours. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Debjani. And what a coincidence. Sandeep Bhai had approached me that you need to take up a role. And I said, yes, please go ahead. So what role is the movie review. And as luck would have it, yesterday, I've been here for the last 25 years. And yesterday we were at the Grand Cineplex, and we had gone there to watch first commercial screening of a Bengali movie. And that too, a film on the legendary Satyajit Ray and his first movie, which is called Pother Pachali, loosely translated means the song of the road, the making of it. Now, the gentleman who played Satyajit Ray, and it was slightly, his name was amended to Oporajito Ray, and the movie is called Oporajito. Oporajito loosely translated means the indefeatable. I mean, you can't defeat. He is the crowned king. The gentleman who played the role of the chief protagonist, which is in the mold of the legendary Satyajit Ray, is a non-Bengali gentleman. His name is Jitu Kamal. He represented Satyajit Ray to the T when it comes to his height, his build, his diction, his mannerisms. And what a brilliant movie. It brings how it totally changed the face of Bengali and Indian cinema in the early 50s and 60s. And it brought in a revolutionary trend of how movies should be handled. Seeing rural Bengal, young boy and girl dancing and enjoying in the rain. They're just running into the paddy fields to watch the steam engine pass by, and the way it was picturized, the little boy's face, the train in the middle and the camera on the other side. I mean, these were trend-setting changes in those times of cinematography. The mix and amalgamation of Indian classical music with Western classical music. Oh, it was for me like wow, homecoming, as they say, manna to the Jews. And how brilliantly done. And it was such a wonderful feel to watch. I know my Tamil, my Malayalam, and my Telugu speaking friends have the privilege and the honor to watch vernacular movies here in the cinema halls of Dubai, but watching a Bengali movie, and that too in the last 25 years, is absolutely a journey of a lifetime. And it also goes to show how much films play their bit in changing perspectives, in changing lives, inspiring new generations, and bringing the world closer. Because music and films, I don't think they have any language, any barrier, and it can only connect if these nice little things, the small little things in life, are brought to the forefront. So, gentlemen, just in case you are interested in watching, oh, by the way, they had English and Arabic subtitles. So, for all those who do not understand Bengali, you will surely have good company in the subtitles. Now, this is being played at the Grand Cineplex, at the Oscar Cinema in Sharjah, at the City Center theaters in Dera, and I think in Sharjah as well. There are quite a few theaters in Abu Dhabi. So we are coming of age, and that's lovely to see that Indian cinema is coming of age. With that, I rest my experience of last evening and hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Debjani.
Thank you so much, dear President. And I also witnessed the same and could observe Satyajit Ray in person. I felt like Satyajit Ray in person sitting in front of me. So it was an amazing experience for both of us. That's why even I also request you have that experience and why that movie got the Oscar award. Now, without any further delay, I would like to call upon today's word master, the jolly and jovial DTM Jayesh. Dear word master, please explain your role with the audience and share your word with us. Over to you, DTM Jayesh.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Word master, simple thing. One word you have to memorize. One word you have to put it in your uh, main mind. In the way what I say that we come across with many words, and those words are always in part of your subconscious mind. We do not always use those words. When we read, when we hear, we know the meaning, but when it comes to the speech, when it comes to our communications, we probably miss out on that word, and we use more simpler, more common words. So today's word is kindness. Well, this is not the word of the day. Today's word of the day, goodness, is not word of the day. Goodwill is not word of the day, but these are the synonyms of today's word of the day. Kind-heartedness, big-heartedness are the synonyms. I want someone to guess and tell me what could be the word of the day. If anyone, don't please put your don't put it in chat because I'm not on chat. If anyone want to give me a fantastic word. Now I would say this word is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 letters long.
Generosity.
Benevolence. Benevolence.
Yes.
I don't know what am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
I'm,
DTM Nelson
I
sir
don't.
said benevolence.
What happened? Anyway, if anyone has guessed, please put it on the chart. Let me go into chat because I'm not able to hear anyone. I don't know what has happened. Or yes, I got it, and it's fantastic. Yes, the benevolence. Benevolence is the word. Thank you very much, DTM Nelson. And yes, the quality of being well-meaning, the kindness, that is the word of the day. And if we have to use it in sentence, we can say he was handsome in person and benevolent in disposition. We can also say something like some of them were benevolent, others were malignant. Or we can also say gentleness, equanimity, and the benevolence were native to him. So benevolence, or you can use it as a benevolent if you want to use it as a word, verb. Now, I want someone to volunteer and say some or write in the chat, or put it in the chat, because I'm not getting your voice. I'm totally, I don't know what has happened. Please put it in the chat, and in the meantime, let me give it back to the Toastmaster of the day.
May I?
Please go on. Yamudi.
Toastmaster Jayesh, DTM Jayesh, your benevolence presence in the meeting, sitting inside your car, proved us that yes, Toastmasters can perform anywhere, whether they're on the bed, on the chair, in the washroom, while eating, while driving, while studying, every time they are on their toes to serve for the Toastmasters fraternity. Wonderful presence, and this gave us that courage that yes, we should not say no and go for it whenever any role play comes on us. Thank you so much, Word Master, and certainly we will be benevolent enough to show our benevolence in our life. Now, we will move towards the prepared speeches for the benefit of the guests. Project speech is that segment of the meeting wherein a speaker chooses to speak on a topic on his or her choice, adhering to the objectives depending which project he or she is attempting from the Pathways program. Now, I would request the first evaluator, our gorgeous member who shares several lessons of her life and allows us to learn how to view our lives in different perspectives with a lot of positivity. Let me call our first evaluator, Toastmaster Jaswinder ji, to read the speech objective for our first speaker today, Toastmaster Senthilville, who will deliver his icebreaker speech today. Now, all the speakers, all the role player, keep the word in your mind, the benevolence or benevolent, so that you can use it more times in your speech and can imbibe this word in your day-to-day life. Over to you, Toastmaster Jaswinder, to share the speech objective.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, and very good afternoon to all the Toastmasters. Toastmaster TM Senthil will be delivering his first speech, that is an icebreaker speech. Speech title is My First Step to Success. Presentation Mastery, Level 1, Project 1. And purpose statement is, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaswinder ji. I would like to call our first speaker for today, Toastmaster Senthilville, to deliver his icebreaker speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. My first step to success. Toastmaster Senthilville. Toastmaster Senthilville, my first step to success. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jay. Before starting to explain about the project, just I want to share my thanks to Toastmaster Sandeep, because who is guiding still to reach in this.
Which is the restaurant? Dalchini?
Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible. Please go on.
Okay, so now I'm going to start my project, my first step to success, because this is my ice-breaking speech. So let me start now. Good, dear Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good afternoon. I come from Kalakkad, Tamil Nadu, and farmer by background. My father was farmer and businessman who taught me to deal a lifetime scenario. And I did my schooling up to higher secondary in Kalakkad, high secondary school. While I am studying high secondary school, I had decided to be an engineer. And I put all of my effort to get admission in engineering on 1994. Unfortunately, I didn't score enough mark in the entrance examination. But however, I couldn't change my mind to join any other course. I decided to wait for 1 year and try again. With passion, I put all my effort to get admission to an engineering college in 1994. And successfully, I done my engineering degree. And I had a plan to go for higher studies. However, I had dreamed for higher studies in Indian Institute of Management. I could not make it till 2020 Finally, my goal was achieved in 2021 with the General Management Program of Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. In 1999, my career started with private power plant as a junior operation engineer. And I spent more than 5 years with that organization, and I got opportunity in UAE. In 2006, I shifted to UAE. I had worked with 3 multinational organizations. Currently, I'm having 22 years professional experience. Basically, I'm fun-loving guy and watching comedy movie. As I mentioned that I am from lower middle class family. So due to this, I can understand practical issues very quickly and providing solution as much as possible. In my first multinational organization company, I worked as a project engineer. I was responsible for preparing method statement for construction. In our site, we had a old man from well-developed country with a 10th standard qualification as a part of our team. He used to review all the documents. One day, he called and asked me, did you do the engineering course or you bought it by money? That day, it's a memorable, evident, because he had a valid point to ask this question. The main reason was my English was poor, especially written English. That incident was an eye-opener for me. After that, I had a more effort to get rid of this issue from my life. Still, I'm having the same issues because still I am improving my written English, even in my communication skills. So that is a main reason, my title was selected as of my first step to success. My colleague, Sandeep, we worked together for our project. While working, we had a discussion about my issues. As we all know that he is very helping guy. Immediately, he shared about Toastmaster and benefits. He had invited me as a guest for the next meeting, and I did it. Finally, I am here as a member of Toastmaster Club. With you all, I'm confident I can develop my communication skills with the help from you all. I shall my real life experience in coming up meetings. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Senthilville. Thank you so much. Let me now, before I move to the second speaker, I have a question to Toastmaster Senthilville. And during the time when I will ask the question, dear members and guests, please spend 30 seconds and send your valuable feedbacks to Toastmaster Senthilville for his icebreaker speech. And it's now time for us to give him a stand ovation, because after every icebreaker speech, our members needs to get that motivation. Please. All the best. All the best, Toastmaster Senthilville. And we wish to listen from you many more speeches in the coming days.
Sure, with all your blessing.
Now, Toastmaster Senthilville, when did you feel for the first time that we are all different and that is awesome? You have 30 seconds time to share your view. Over to you.
When we started this meeting, because people are talking about, then one view of the approach. That's indicating we are all unique. For example, Soumya, Toastmaster Soumya, even Sandeep, even Priyadarshini, everyone is actually, even the Hasim. Yes, this is a way, we cannot create a joke, everyone. It is like a special thing. It's unique, right? But we can enjoy the jokes. It's indicating that, we are a different, personality, but we are, we are joined somewhere as a team. That's what I felt it. Today, it's just absorbed from the today meeting.
Exactly, exactly. So wonderfully explained. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Senthilville. Let me call our second evaluator now, Toastmaster Ahmed Yunus, to read the speech objective for our second speaker, Toastmaster Karthik, who will deliver his level 2 project 3 from the pathway strategic relationships. I would like to call our second speaker. Just a moment. Toastmaster Ahmed, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Over to you, our second evaluator.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and fellow members. The title of Karthik's speech is Coach for Life, Pathway Strategic Relations, Level 2, Project 3. The purpose of this project is to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is to share some aspects of a previous experience as a Portugee. Karthik, you have 5 to 7 minutes to complete your speech. All the best. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ahmed. Now I would like to call upon our second speaker, the very sweet, humble, and kind-hearted Toastmaster Karthik, to deliver his level 2 project 3 speech. Toastmaster Karthik, Coach for Life. Coach for Life, Toastmaster Karthik, over to you.
You are on mute, or we are not able to hear you. No, we are not able to hear you.
We can't hear you, Karthik.
Toastmaster Karthik, I can give you an idea. You can join from your mobile. Keep the screen on and let the mobile, switch on your mobile. Join the meeting from your mobile and keep that audio on.
I thought that was his part of his speech, lifelong coach or something.
Now keep your audio from the laptop muted and switch on the audio of your mobile.
Now, by the way, I would like to add a filler here.
Sure.
So last to last meeting, we had one mysterious TMOD. So
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so as the TMOD was mysterious, so we did not know who is going to come. And as a Zoom master, we were basically looking at the participants, and if we see unknown person, then we ask who are you, or your name, or can you please rename this and that. That person did not change their name or her name her or his name. So I removed, as a Zoom master, I removed that person from the meeting. We thought that must be kind of intrusion. And then later on, we realized that it was Toastmaster Priya's daughter, who was supposed to be the mysterious TMOD. So since then, we have started basically having the waiting room open. So whenever somebody joins, we allow, instead of basically letting them join the meeting directly. So just now, Karthik joined, and then I had to allow him. Anyway, so over to you, Toastmaster Karthik.
Okay. And so I am hearing an echo of myself. Can you confirm that you are hearing the same?
Yes, we are also able to hear the echo. So you can maybe switch off your laptop mic.
Yes, yes. Only one mic is on.
Okay, can you
I don't.
try to mute your mic on mobile and try to say something from your laptop? No, from laptop we are not able to hear your voice.
Now I don't know how, but it is echoing only with only one mic is switched on.
TMOD, is it too bad? If it is not, then we can maybe continue with the speech.
We can continue. It is audible, but we can still adjust with that echo. Go
Okay.
ahead, Karthik.
Okay,
All the best.
I'll go. Okay. Sorry for the trouble, all the trouble caused by this, and also thank you to Master Debjani for this amazing hack you showed. So, anyways, I will move on to my speech. First of all, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this amazing meeting. So, my speech title is Coach for Life. I'm repeating it again because we had some trouble in it with proceeding. So, my speech title is Coach for Life. Before I started preparing for this speech, I did not know the difference between a coach and a mentor. I really didn't know the difference. I thought these both are a similar thing, and a mentor is just a coach who has been coaching someone for a very long period of time. Well, that is true till some extent, but if one gives just a coaching to someone, that person might fall into a trap of spoon feeding. You may wonder why would someone fall in a trap of spoon feeding if he is receiving a coaching, and that is because a coach is a person who himself will decide the steps towards another person's accomplishment and will have his involvement in the skill development in his skill. While on the other hand, will have his involvement in the personal growth of his mentee. A mentor will not decide the steps towards the accomplishment of his mentee. A mentee itself will decide his steps towards the accomplishment of his goals and all. So the coach, the mentor here is a very critical role, plays a very critical role in someone's life. While a coach is just a coach is just there for his short term. Now, before I move on to, I remember a quote that a quote by English or fictional author. That author name is E.M. Foster. A quote might sum up. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, go on.
Okay, sorry. The author is A.M. Foster. The quote by him was, "Spoon feeding is just, in long run teaches us nothing but a shape of a spoon." So that way, a mentor shares his knowledge, his skills, and his experience with you by being with you for many years. On the other hand, a coach who is there for a short term, he focuses on a single skill development of a person. Someone who allow you to see all the amazing possibilities from this amazing gift called life has to offer you. Many athletes, if you had paid attention, many famous athletes said that their mentors have more belief in them than they themselves. his strong belief in someone is a result of that neutral, unconditional, and unbiased view about someone from the very first day they have ever met. One of my teachers, similar experience happened with me with one of my teachers. Last year, me and my friend met one of our school teachers. In between the conversation, he asked us that, Karthik, why do you think the teacher is often the teacher perfectly able to recognize the student potential? Why is that? And to that I said, well, this is maybe because of the amount of time you spend together with the student. Then he said, no, that is because a student or a teacher, every student is equal, and a teacher has a third person view of the student, which the view which will not judge anybody. And this is because I think many people say that their school teachers, their college teachers, or maybe their mentor, coaches, maybe their coaches are their mentor when being asked about who their mentors are. And again, I believe that so does what has been happening with the Toastmaster. Like the ones who are with the Toastmaster since very long, they must have been feeling the same. I only in my just 1.5 years of Toastmaster experience can sense that how important a mentor's role in developing or shaping a personality of a person. Anyways, in reality, I never had a mentor and mentor you can say. But being a protege, I can always say that being a protege, I can say that whenever I'm going to mentor someone, I will let them try all the things they wanted to try. Like I will let them try if my mentee says that maybe I should try this or that, I will let them try and would want them to fail at something because what failures might teach them will stay with them longer and deeper than what a mentor could ever teach them. It is a kind of a both way learning. Both. I it is obviously two-way process, and a mentor does not have what his mentee has to offer to him throughout this whole process. Because that one thing is like every mentee a mentor came across, that mentee will teach him every new lesson at every time. Because mentoring anybody in the ever is like creating a new project because you know both the mentors and mentee do not know each other very well at that time. So the same excitement which a true mentor will face while mentoring someone, I am feeling the same. Like whenever I am going to mentor someone, I'll be more excited towards how my mentoring, my kind of mentoring will get out the result of that out of my mentee. And I'm really excited to have some skillful talent in the future as my mentee. And not it is not enough to say that I'm really glad to have this amazing club and this amazing people as a people to look up to in the Toastmasters journey, and hope to see you all as my mentor throughout my journey. And with this, I would like to conclude my speech and will look up to you and always over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you to our benevolent Toastmaster, Toastmaster Karthik.
My meeting is froze from very long time. Can you? Did you
We are
hear
able
my
to hear you. Yes, we could.
Hello?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Karthik, we can hear you. Karthik, am I audible to you? Just show a thumbs up. I think he left the meeting. Karthik, am I audible to you?
Yeah,
Hello?
he's okay.
Yes, you are audible. Can
Okay,
you
okay,
listen?
yes. I could hear you from my mobile, but the voice is really feeble.
Okay. Then you can
I don't know what
add one
happened with my
headphone with your
laptop.
mobile and wear it. Use the headphone of your mobile and wear it. It will be
Headphone
clear.
is not. I,
Can I ask you a question? Karthik, you are benevolent enough to handle this situation. Don't worry. We will wait for you.
hello.
Yes, you are absolutely audible. Now, dear members and guests, please spend 30 seconds time and send your valuable feedbacks to Toastmaster Karthik through personal chat or to his WhatsApp number. Meanwhile, I would like to ask Toastmaster Karthik. Karthik, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So to our benevolent Toastmaster Karthik, my question is, when did you realize the beauty of accepting the differences? You have 30 seconds to explain. Over to you, Toastmaster Karthik.
I can say that I just realized to accept the difference because my laptop don't know what happened. My laptop is don't. It was the meeting was closed for all time. I thought nobody is hearing, but I continued throughout because I heard some little voice that we can hear you. Then I said that okay, anyways, we can accept the difference and move ahead. So this is one a short example, but one major example is from my school that when I don't know in which standard, but our teacher asked us that who wants to be a topper in the class. So I saw many hands risen in that class. Like everybody wanted to be topper, but in I just raised my hand because it was a formality that everybody is raising their hand, so I will be raising my hand. But in deep down, I didn't want to be a topper because I thought, what can someone get by being a topper throughout his life? If somebody just get a good enough marks to get to what they want, if the main goal is if they achieve what they want to achieve in their life, then it is fulfillment. How? Why do we have to become a topper for that? So at that time, I just realized that being a different is kind of beautiful thing to have. Over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Exactly. And to my benevolent Toastmasters friend, I would like to drag your attention. Those who are concentrating on your mobile, please look at the screen. Otherwise, Trivia Master will give a lesson today to you all if you cannot answer the questions. And this is called the differences, the difficulties we may face in our life, like how we got the different difficulties when Karthik arrived on the screen and how we accepted him, how we accepted the difficulties with so many differences of opinions or whatever it comes in our mind. So if you see the differences or difficulties, learn to accept that and learn to keep your mobile silent and stay away from it. And till the time our meeting goes on, stick to the screen. Now, coming to the topic where I was discussing. My subject was architecture. I learned how to construct buildings in different landforms, different climatic conditions, how to cater the request of different people with their different needs in interior designs, how to draw different elevation on different plans of different buildings, how to convince the different customers with different color shades while showing the three-dimensional presentation of their desired homes. I learned different architectural patterns of different countries from different professors, sitting in between different friends with different ability to learn by sharing our different views. I hope you all could hear a common word. What is that? Unmute and say.
Different.
Different.
Yes, the word is different. But out of all these differences, we all learned one common thing. The power of accepting different people with their views, sharing different knowledge to gain the ultimate common goal. Learned to accept different people with their determination. And above all, to make friends without seeing their caste, religion, skin color. Those friends of mine are working as architects in different parts of the world. And when I started enjoying my motherhood, I became the architect of the nation. Ask me why. Ask me, please, why I became the architect of the nation.
Why?
How did you become the architect of the nation?
Why?
Here goes the answer. Because teachers are the architects of the nation. Next time, I will share again, being a teacher, how I realize the truth every day that we all are different, and that is really awesome. And soon I will share the lesson which I learned from my little students. Hold on for that story to begin. Now, let me call upon our very own, the calm, composed, disciplined, and dedicated daddy of little Arush, Toastmaster Darshan, as our table topic master today. Toastmaster Darshan, the spotlight is on you. Please share the rules of table topic session with everyone and get ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll. Over to you, Toastmaster Darshan.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, TMOD Toastmaster of the Day, Debjani, for this energy in the building, in the meeting. And well, today I am going to be the table topics master, and the purpose for this table topic session is to practice impromptu speaking, to think on our feet and speak in the best possible way. All right. I would try to keep this session short and interesting. But before I go ahead with the session, I would like to say thank you to Karthik for his honesty. After the speech, he was so honest that when he was a child, he followed, all of us do, yeah, we follow the herd. We raise our hand when everybody's raising their hands. So that's the honesty that we have also realized now. And another honest approach that he realized now, that being a topper doesn't help. I mean, how many of us took the stress of being a topper all the time? And where are our topper friends right now? What I have realized, that honest opinion, is that being a topper actually doesn't help. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay not to be the topper. Okay. All right, moving on. I would like to share my screen with all of you. Okay. All right. Before that, I will be giving a topic to the people who are willing to speak and participate in the table topic session. And that topic is linked to our theme, which is it's okay to be different. The topic is we are all different and it's awesome. So I'll be giving certain topics with respect to our lives. You'll be seeing some images with respect to our life, or something which is related to this theme. And you have to share your life experiences. You have to speak for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes. As our timer said, at 1 minute it will be green color, at 1.5 minutes it will be amber, and red at 2 minutes. Right, at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, unfortunately you'll be disqualified out of the voting. All right, so let me share my screen and let me know when you can see it, please. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, now we can.
Can you see my screen? Yeah. All right. That's amazing.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So this is the screen I was talking about. I've got 8 topics, and you are supposed to I'm not able to see people around because I only see my screen, unfortunately. So maybe I would request all of you to participate into it and unmute your mic and let me know who is speaking and who is willing to participate. Just trust me, it's very simple and interesting topics all around. Yeah. So anybody who can, who is willing to take up the first speaker?
I can give it a go.
All right, Shomudada, thank you so much. All right, and what number would you like to take up?
Your choice, Dada. Your choice.
All right, 4, my favorite number. All right, I'll go with 4. Yeah, okay. There you go. So this is the table topic. When I was a child, I wanted to become. So that's the topic for you, Dada.
Table topic master of the day, without a shadow of doubt, a mama and my bade mama. You see, obviously in your journey of life, and that applies for me, I get inspired, motivated, and touched by things like kindness, decency, humor, eloquence, and a love for music. And when I look up to my bade mama, and Toastmaster Ahmed, bade mama means your mother's eldest brother. Yeah. So your maternal uncle, who's the eldest. I used to see everything in him, and he incidentally turned out to be my guide, philosopher, and mentor. So when I was a child, I wanted to become like my mama, which naturally took me to his profession. And here I am, standing in front of you, remembering my mama, who is looking up from sky and sending his blessings to all of us. Over to you, table topic master of the day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shomdada, for this interesting speech. Anyone else who is brave enough? All right.
Darshan, I
Inacio.
messaged you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there are so many screens. I was struggling to manage, so that's why. But thank you.
I didn't realize that. Sorry.
No worries, Inacio. Thank you so much.
Darshan
And
bhai,
what?
if you can put it on slideshow instead of going to this thing.
Yeah.
Right now, we can see all the topics.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, it's on slideshow. Thank you, Sandeep. All right, so Inacio, what will be your number?
I think I'll go with 6.
All right. So there you go. So there's the topic. What's something you know you do differently than most people? Over to you, Inacio.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Darshan Shah, for this beautiful topic. Did make me think of what do I do differently than most people. And, it has been continuously changing, but I still feel differently for the empathy level that I have on people. I feel for the world. I feel so much about what's happening around. And I've got many a times a lot of remarks that have been, is it really you want to be so good to people? Are you letting go of all the hurt that these people have created? But I think goodness never dies. And so what is something different? A lot of people become revengeful at times when they are hurt by someone else. And we tend to become pessimist about life itself. We go through a lot of struggle around, but one story that has always remained, and this comes from my mother, the value that she taught us as we were 2 children. And I remember we went through a lot of hardship. My dad passed away early in life, and my mother was that rock solid woman and father for us, the mother and father together. And she taught us this value early on, saying that whatever happens, whatever people tell you, doesn't matter, because what matters is the world inside of your closed eyes. So the world that you perceive outside with your open eyes is way different from the world that is within you. So be honest to the world that is inside you. When you close your eyes, there is someone that you will be answerable to. And these words always remain. And I think I'm more empathetic on a scale of when I compare this to other people. So I think that empathy continues to flourish and magnetize the world around me. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster Darshan Shah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was amazing, Inacio. Thank you so much. All right. Who is next? Toastmaster Hashim, would you be up for the challenge? Are you there?
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we would.
Toastmaster Darshan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hashim. DTM Hashim, we would all love to hear you. And what number would you take up?
All right, let's go for number 1, the alpha.
Okay. So there you go. This is the image, and this is what your table topic is.
All right, so when I'm looking at this image, I see the clear picture of a rainbow. And I think the rainbow is something very significant in all our lives. Coming from India, where you know that it rains only twice a week. The first time it rains for 4 days, and the next time it rains for 3 days. So a rainbow is something that we often get to see with the little glimpses of the light that comes through. You'll always witness this beautiful creation of nature. But one thing that you have to understand is that it's white light which goes in and comes out in these 7 different colors. And I think that signifies a lot about our lives as well. We go in with one direction, but we turn out in 7 different colors, doing different things in life, discovering more and more about us. And you know, there's an old Irish saying that at the end of this rainbow, there's a pot of gold. And the reality of it is that that rainbow, the thing never ends. You can keep following it, and then you see the 2 ends of the rainbow, they actually look alike. So you really don't know which is the beginning and which is the end. So the pot of gold, then I guess that was always with you all along. So you'll never actually realize it. But I think, you know, the rainbow has a lot of significance in different ways. When you have kids, probably one of the early things that they try to draw is either a flower or a rainbow. And usually like this one is drawn by a kid. So you can see that the colors are all messed up. So, but even with the colors messed up, you realize that it's a rainbow, which sort of tells you that, you know, in life, you may get your colors messed up a little bit, but in the end, you can still make out that it's a rainbow. So it's fine if you're not a topper, if you are getting your colors wrong. In the end, you can still draw your rainbow, and hopefully, if you stick at it long enough, you will eventually find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow as well. So yeah, find your rainbow and find that pot of gold. That's what this picture says for me. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Oh, that was amazing, DTM Hashim. Thank you so much. That was so amazing. And basically, I was trying to link this to our topic, saying that we all are different colors and still we make a beautiful picture out of it. And thank you so much for highlighting that once again, DTM Hashim. And further, moving on, let's go back. Who would like to take up now? Anyone else?
Yeah, I would take.
Oh, Emma, thank you so
Yeah.
much. That's so sporty. All right, which number is your favorite number?
3.
3. Perfect. So this is the image that you have. A bunch of kids with different, they're all different. So that's the topic. Over to you, Toastmaster Ahmed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshan, for this opportunity. I can see a picture for different kids from different backgrounds, ethnics, colors, and they are all smiling. And I can actually feel the spirit of the unity when I'm playing football. I'm playing with different people from different backgrounds, ethnics, and colors, and we are all the same. All of us have one target: to win. And after winning or losing the match, we just enjoying playing together and having the same purpose. So it's not about from where we are, it's about who we are and what we are doing to be better and to enjoy what we are doing together. And I'm feeling the as a message or a purpose for life as well is to look into ourselves and try to make it more better, and to look to the different people from different perspective, not from only one side. And this will give us more acceptable and reasonable thinking of getting the meaning of the other people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Toastmaster Ahmed, and that you brought out the real meaning of the picture. Like, in a way, we all are different. We all come from different backgrounds, different culture, different emotions. Everything is just different. Just that the memories that we make together, the enjoyment that we have together, that is what important is. Thank you so much, Ahmed, Toastmaster Ahmed. I would like to ask to our timer, do we have more time? We can take up a couple of table topics more, or we should move on? Toastmaster
Yeah,
Sandeep.
we can take 2 more.
All right. Okay. Who is ready to take up more? Anyone else? Karthik, I can't hear you, but I can see you speaking. So I think you are you can take up. Karthik, we can't hear you. I mean, yeah, I think there's a problem.
Or may I request to Jaswinder ji to take up if Karthik's audio is not working?
Maybe
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I am ready.
yeah. Maybe we can have Karthik in the next as an next speaker. Maybe right now, Karthik, you can fix the mic till then. You have time till then. All right. I would like to invite Madam Toastmaster Jaswinder for picking up her favorite number. Jaswinder, ma'am.
Number 2.
Number 2. All right. So here is your topic. Without diversity, life would be very boring. Without diversity, life would be very boring. Over to you, Toastmaster Jaswinder.
Thank you so much to Table Topic Master Toastmaster Darshan Shah. First of all, I will just say one sentence on the theme. We all are different. It is awesome, but that is the beauty of life. So my my topic is also based on that. Without diversity, life would be boring. How will it be if all of us will be in the same shapes and same colors and same diversities, wearing same clothes? No, we will get bored from that. We will never like it. We would like to see change. We want to see people of different nations, different cultures, different societies, and different nations, so that we could look at them as a perception of God only. This is the creation of Him only. That is why He has put us in different shapes, different shades, and different nationalities. So without diversity, if we see keep on looking with people the same thing, so obviously it will be boring. So this is the topic. I will accept it, and I preach also, and I encourage people that accept the people as they are. Don't go for judgment. Don't go for their flaws. This is the first core of my life also. Whenever I look at a person, whenever I meet him or her, I accept him. Whatever flaws are there, whatever diversities are there in his character or on his society or his creed or his whatever he is, I accept those. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Table topic master. Sorry. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Toastmaster Jaswinder Mali. And thank you for speaking from the heart on this topic. I completely agree with you. We all come in different sizes, different shapes, different colors, different cultures, different ethnicity, but that's what makes us beautiful. Thank you so much for that. All right, I would like to move on to Karthik. Karthik, there, can you unmute your mic? No, Karthik, I think maybe you can unmute your, or is it me, only me who cannot hear him?
We are not able to hear.
Yeah, okay.
Timer Toastmaster Sandeep Kinge also can participate. On his behalf. I can
No,
time
I can time myself, no problem.
Please go ahead, dear.
All right. Thank you, TMOD. So Toastmaster Sandeep, what number would you like to pick up?
Number 2.
I think 2 is already gone.
8.
8 is yeah, perfect. So here comes the topic. The topic is diversity in the places you are involved currently, like work, studies, clubs, sports. Share your experience, Toastmaster Sandeep.
Sure. Diversity in places you are involved currently, like work, studies, clubs. sports. I'm going to share my experience. Frankly speaking, when whilst working with Jacobs, I have seen that we have got nationalities, or we got team members from almost 69 different countries within our company. But then in my team, we have got around seven. I have worked with 7 to 8 different national people from different nationalities, and the background is totally different. I would say some of them are architects, some of them are mechanical engineers, some of them are chemical, electrical, instrumentation, civil and structures, and some of them are scientists even. So this is their by, diversity by studies, as well as half of them, or not half exactly, but 20% of them are ladies, and 80% are gents. But our company is basically trying to make the balance. So the target is to make it 40-60 at least by 2025, so that we get the gender diversity as well. So when we attended some of the leadership training courses within our company, it is felt that the innovation comes through diversity, because if we have like-minded people, we may enjoy the journey, but then at the same time we may not get innovative ideas coming out of the team members. So the diversity is much needed. And when we say our company's motto currently is challenging today and reinventing tomorrow. So if we need to invent something, or maybe more innovative, then we need more diverse people. So this is one of the example I would like to give, and I think this is quite useful as well for the Toastmasters journey as well. So and I see the same thing in our area 37. We all 4 clubs are totally different. So with this, let me hand it over to Toastmaster, to Table Topic Master. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandeep Inge, for such a benevolent inputs to the companies you work in, into the company you work in, and also into the clubs that you're part of. All right, with this, I would like to pass on the baton back to Toastmaster Debjani, our TMOD. And thank you so much, everyone, for participating and making it so interesting. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Whoa. Super exciting table topic session. Wonderful topics help the members to show their benevolence through their words. Wonderfully conducted by our dynamic Toastmaster Darshan. You made my job even easier. I am imbibing, I'm trying my fellow Toastmasters friend to imbibe the truth of today's theme, and you helped me completely, wholeheartedly to get that value go within to each and everyone. Thank you so much. Wonderfully conducted with excellent topics. Now, time to vote for the best table topic speaker. I would like to request Toastmaster Sandeep to raise the voting poll, please.
Done. In the chat.
Now our 2 evaluators are anxiously waiting to present their stellar performance. Give a big round of applause to both of them. Please help me to welcome today's first evaluator, the jewel of our club, Toastmaster Jaswinder Malhi. Toastmaster Jaswinder ji, I always feel you are the one who accepted the unity in diversity, as you have expressed your view in the table topics. Why do you feel so? Can you explain us in 30 seconds time? Over to you.
Yeah, very good evening, Toastmaster of the day. Yes, I will explain. It is from my heart. I never think an other person wrong. I always think it comes from my heart. It is not the spoken words that I am speaking. It always comes from my heart. If I look at you, if I look at Sandeep, anyone, I think he's a very nice person. That is what my character, and that is why I accept everybody with wholeheartedly. I accept everyone in my life. and I don't go for the drawbacks in that person or wrong in that person. If it comes, even then I don't let him know, but I accept that person wholeheartedly. Thank you so much, Toast.
Yeah, I would like to say something from my heart to you because you are one of my greatest inspiration of life. Let me share that before you begin your evaluation. I have learned this from my soulmate Toastmaster Shomo that it's somewhere he read that before, that it's very important what you create, but more important what you leave behind. So something which you are leaving behind, so that what the learning lesson for us. When you are not present there in our club for any meeting, we realize that yes, Madam Toastmaster Jaswinder Ji is not present today. And why so? It's needless to say. Over to you, you can start your evaluation.
Thank you so much, such enriched words for me, Toastmaster of the day. Before starting my evaluation, I will just say one sentence that Toastmaster Centerville and myself, we are on the same plane. He delivered his first speech and I am the first time evaluator. So, so we are on the same platform and I hope that I will do justice for you, Toastmaster Centerville, whatever I say. Toastmaster Centerville's ice breaking speech is, first of all, he told us about his childhood, his father, then joining his college, engineering college in 94. And then after 5 years, 2006, he joined a college. And then after he joined some companies. And through his companies, he came out with some challenges and trials, and especially like me with English because of his poor English. But he came out of all that. And above all, he was inspired to overcome by Toastmaster Sandeep Kinge to join the Toastmasters clubs. That is also goes to I also did the same. So he joined the Toastmasters club, and I am sure by overcoming his English, his prohibitions about English, he will overcome and he will do very well in his career as his speech says, as his heart says, and as his effort says. So the only points I have noted down, the points of improvement are your hand gestures. If we show our hand gestures in our speech, the audience glued to our speech, and by our hand gestures, he can understand what we can see. Secondly, a bit of your eye contact. Eye contact should also be towards the camera, towards the audience only, so that the audience knows what all are you are saying. Otherwise, your speech was lovely speech, because I have also gone through the same procedure. So that is why I said we are on the same platform. I hope you will do very well, and especially after joining the Toastmaster clubs, you will come out very well, and very best of luck for your next speeches. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Over to you, the Toastmasters buddy.
Toastmaster of the day, Chester, I want to give some feedback to my evaluators. Really, this is the first thing, I'm hearing from, because we didn't know each other, not just we are joining only through this meeting. Just I'm getting a feedback. So I'm really the different. I will accept always the different, because every day is not going to be the same. Every day morning is new. Everything is new. Even I suffered a lot. I studied my 12th standard in our own language. When I jumped to the professional courses, it's all full different language. It's all English. So whenever we are going through the different movie with the different language, so we couldn't understand even single word, right? We will look like only screen the movements, right? The same thing it's happened to me when I was in the engineering college first year, first 3 months. Even I couldn't understand, because the theories, everything, whatever they explained, I understood by the graphics, not by the word, because the language is English. So it's a very difficult day, because people, I am especially from the lower middle class family, and then I am from the rural actually. We don't have even chance to speak in English. So when you jump to the professional course, I face a lot of difficulties, because you explain very nicely. So how I struggle a lot. Then I came up because I was the first year I was the topper in my section. First section I was the topper. But even the first 3 months, I couldn't understand what they are trying to explain. So that's a hard work because basically I'm a hard worker. So I sure, because with your blessing, I will do my best. I will reach whatever I am planning, I am expecting. Thank you once again. Thank you so much to my dear brother Santi Bhai. And I heard about it. He is also moving to some other country. So this is really a surprise for me.
Toastmaster Santhil, will you correctly said, and here I want to add on, we are the lifelong learners. Age is just a number. The more we mingle people, the more we communicate and practice any skill we can acquire, right? So that's why I always feel we are the lifelong learners. One small example, when you are there, unable to speak English properly or to communicate because you studied in your mother tongue, and now gradually you are gaining that confidence. Now, one example of mine I would like to share. I just joined Toastmasters and I was scared of coming in front of all on a stage, standing in front of all and sharing my views. Always the butterflies used to disturb me in my tummy. I attended one educational session somewhere in Silicon Valley, and one of the very renowned DTM who got 2 winning trophies this year was standing on the stage and was teaching us how to deal with this butterfly in the tummy by taking the audience here and there and helping us to practice the table topic. That was the learning lesson first I had, and I was dreaming how this man, how my husband Toastmaster Shomo, all these people, they can speak effortlessly, why I cannot. Now see, with the effort in my learning journey, now I'm sitting with those 2 people who was in my dream, and I was thinking I should speak like them one day. And now they are sitting in my meeting where I am the TMOD of the meeting. And they both are DTM Hashim Halim and Toastmaster Shomo. Let me continue over here. Yes. Now, coming to our second evaluator, Toastmaster Ahmed Yunus. With a round of applause, let us welcome him. And now, Toastmaster Ahmed, before you start, if I may ask you a question, everyone are different. Every place is different. And that is why the world is amazing. When and how did you experience it in your life? You have 30 seconds to explain that. Over to you.
Thank you, TMOD Debjani, for being in the TMOD for the day. I actually experienced this situation in the university. All right, the first time I'm dealing with a lot of people from different backgrounds and nationalities, and we were in a situation where we need to deliver a project. All right, and we were 5 people from different nationalities, Arab and non-Arab people. So the way we used to communicate and to between and in the breaks, we are talking about different things in our life, experience, culture, our culture. I felt the difference, the main difference between us, but somehow we are connected, and we are just doing things in different way, but in deep heart we are the same. We have the same emotions, we have the same feelings, and we are interacting with the world in the same way. So since then I used to think about the people and the the different things happening in different way. I will not judge the person from the first impression. I have to talk to him. I have to see what his background, what he's thinking about, and a lot of many things. Yep.
You are really a benevolent Toastmaster. The meaning what we learned today that depict in your character, the word of master explained us the meaning of benevolence. And that depicted in your character, Toastmaster Ahmed. You can
Thank you.
start your evaluation. Over to you.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and fellow members again. Coach for life, a deep and well-selected title when you come to know the meaning. Thank you, Kartik, for choosing this title. And to be honest with you, I was not able to hear you clearly, and I missed some parts of your speech and couldn't understand it well, but I tried hard to catch the main ideas, and I caught few things, and these which I will be evaluating today. I know it's something out of your control, and it's happening due to a certain reason, the internet connection and so on, but I would suggest something for a better experience and a lesson learned from this experience. Every member can get engaged in the first 15 minutes before the meeting is starting officially, so we can test our microphones and our devices. So you delivered the message in a very smooth and straight way, and you met the objectives of the speech very well. And moving on to the good part, I respect your commitment and completing your speech. You defined the difference between the mentor and mentee, and you gave examples from your real life as well to support your speech. Your spoken language was easily understood, and you perfectly used your physical gestures effectively, and even you were not in a comfortable situation, you appeared comfortable with high level of confidence. I really appreciate this. And I'm sure you did a great work preparing the speech and practicing it. So you did it in a great way. Well done, Kartik. Thank you. Over to you, TMO today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ahmed. Such a succinct evaluation. I hope Toastmaster Kartik will get a good feedback from you and can inculcate them in his forthcoming speeches. Now it's time for me to call up our grammarian and accountant, the perfect and patient Toastmaster Sandeep Kinge, to present his report. Over to you, Toastmaster Sandeep Kinge.
Sure. Thank
Wait,
you.
but before you present the report, Toastmaster Sandeep, please tell us something. Do you really agree with the theme of today's meeting?
Yes, I do agree with the
Okay,
theme.
I will not ask you why. You can go ahead with your report.
Right. Okay. First of all, I'll share my timers report. So timers report, Senthil Well spoke for 5 minutes and 43 seconds, and Karthik spoke for 6 minutes and 36 seconds. As a part of table topics, first speaker, Toastmaster Soumya, spoke for 1 minute and 39 seconds. Toastmaster Inacio spoke for 1 minute and 58 seconds, and Toastmaster Hashim spoke for 1 minute and 54 seconds. Ahmed spoke for 1 minute and 36 seconds. Toastmaster Jaswinder spoke for 1 minute and 50 seconds, and Toastmaster Sandeep spoke for 2 minutes and 23 seconds. All of these are qualified. As part of evaluation, Toastmaster Jaswinder spoke for 2 minutes and 33 seconds, so qualified, and Toastmaster Ahmed spoke for 1 minute 58 seconds, so disqualified. Now coming back to the R counters report, Toastmaster Debjani, I couldn't find any filler words or ahs, ums or pauses, but then she used the word of the day 5 times till now, which is great. And I'm doing this thing for Toastmaster Jayesh, as I don't see him in the meeting. Toastmaster, sorry, timer Sandeep had used 3 hours to pauses till now. Maybe he can use more. Toastmaster Soumya, as movie review, he used 4 hours and he used the word of the day once. Toastmaster Priyadarshini used benevolent in the chat once, and Toastmaster Sandeep used benevolent word once. Toastmaster Jayesh used 6 hours, and he used the word of the day several times because he was the word master. Toastmaster Senthil well used 9 hours, and then I stopped counting. He used 4 pauses, 3 filler words, and no use of the word of the day. Toastmaster Karthik used 2 hours, 2 filler words, and 2 pauses. And then there was long pause because of the technical issue, which I neglect for now. As part of the table topics, Toastmaster Soumya used 1 hour. Toastmaster Inacio used 2 hours, 1 filler word. Toastmaster Hashim had no hours. Toastmaster Ahmed had no hours. Toastmaster Jaswinder had 2 hours, and Toastmaster Karthik had no. Last one was Sandeep, so I did not count mine. I think I had too many. And Toastmaster, as part of a speech evaluation, Toastmaster Jaswinder had 2 hours, and Toastmaster Ahmed had 4 hours and 3 pauses. So this is about the R counters report. While doing all those activities, I couldn't focus on the grammarian part. But then for Toastmaster Senthilwell, I would like to suggest one thing. He said evident. Actually, that at that incidence, he wanted to say that incidence or that incident. But then we can improve once we go ahead. Toastmaster Karthik wanted to say important role, but he said importance, or I could hear importance. So that should have been important role. Apart from this, sorry, I couldn't focus much on the grammarian's report. So with this, let me hand over the lectern back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Debjani.
What a succinct evaluation. I can say that, yes, this report is, it's called an evaluation. I can see your Excel sheet from where you are reading through your eyes. Toastmaster Sandeep is really a multitasker. When I write, I don't talk. When I talk, I don't write. He can talk and write and think everything all together. You can see he's managing 3 or 4 roles, plus his timing, plus he's entering each and everybody's counter report, grammar report, everything in his Excel sheet. This is amazing, amazing skill. God bless you.
Thank you.
Now, Toastmaster Sandeep will hand over the screen to his sweet better half, Toastmaster Priyadashini. Please help me to welcome the very pleasant, polite, and positive Toastmaster Priyadashini to perform the role of today's trivia master. Now, we will come to know who were busy with their mobiles today or had an afternoon nap during today's meeting. After having the lunch, you are with the meeting, and who were having afternoon nap, now we will come to know. Trivia master will catch them all. Get, set, go. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. I can see everyone tighting up their collars and sitting attentively. Okay, here we go. Well, my question, there will be some questions, some true or false, or some fill in the blanks. Okay, here we go. What is the belief of our district director, DTM Nelson, that was mentioned by our president today?
Teamwork makes
Yes?
the dream work.
No.
President is dancing with glory.
Because he knows that. Yes, President.
Don't
you?
do
It was
things
in line of
differently. Yeah, do small things differently. Sorry, to Toastmaster Inacio, you were saying something.
yeah, I was going to
Very
say the same
close.
thing.
It's
Do
very,
the
it's very
do the
close.
small things
But
in
it
a
is great way. Correct. It was, if you can't do great things, do small things in great way. Correct. You were very close. Next, where did Toastmaster Debjani used to work in her previous job? What was the name of the institute? It was mentioned in the meeting.
It was a
No
school in
guesses?
Sharjah. School in Sharjah. Can't remember the name of the school though.
Any guesses? No? All right. Toastmaster Soumya? Obviously, you know, but then.
New Indian Model School, Garhood, Dubai.
Oh.
Correct. Then, what game did DTM Hashim used to love to play in his childhood?
Cricket.
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 What made DTM Hashim stop while playing cricket in his childhood when he was about to complete his century?
Pudina.
Buying Pudina.
Pudina.
Now you understand
Who
why
called him for
DTM
that?
Hashim became the best speaker.
In case Ahmed does not know, Pudina means mint. Yeah. Just to
Mint
clarify.
leaf, yeah. All right. Then, the movie review was on which movie? I can't hear you. Movie. Which movie?
Aparajito. Aparajito.
Yes.
Yes,
Wow.
correct. And in
Excellent.
which two languages the subtitles are available for the movie?
Arabic and
Arabic
English.
and English.
Who was the director of the movie Aparajito?
Satyajit Ray.
No.
Yes, yes.
Was he-
Actually,
Yes,
this movie, the director was Satyajit Ray. Original Aparajito. Correct, correct. Who gave the answer?
Sandeep.
Sandeep.
Yes.
When did the Toastmaster Central Well shifted to UAE?
17 years ago.
Exact year I want. He mentioned it in his speech.
2006.
Exactly.
He calculated in between, right?
Goes to Inacio. Toastmaster Inacio.
Toastmaster Karthik always wanted to be topper in his class. True or false?
False.
False.
What was the word repeatedly used by Toastmaster Debjani?
Differently.
Different.
Different. And how many times?
Several times.
147.
Nobody knows. You
70
can say
times
any
7.
number. Maybe more than 200 times. Okay. Then who are called the architects of the nation?
Teachers.
Teachers.
What doesn't matter in life? For Karthik. Toastmaster Karthik.
Being the topper.
Yeah. True. When I was at there was a first table topic, and this thing is related to it. Whom did Toastmaster Soumya wanted to become like in his childhood?
His mama, maternal uncle.
There is a prefix to it. Bade Mama.
Bade
Okay.
Mama.
Bade mama, bade mama.
What did Toastmaster Inacio called his mother?
Oh.
She was the guiding light.
No.
He gave a word. Toastmaster Inacio, can you?
Father and mother combined.
Toastmaster Inacio also forgot.
Exact word. I think he also forgot.
I had said she was a rock solid father, mother in one block.
All right.
Correct. Then, what was the table topic for DTM Hashim?
The rainbow.
It was the rainbow.
Yeah.
Run by a small
And
kid.
which number did DTM Hashim chose for his topic?
1.
Oh,
Except Toastmaster.
Alpha.
Alpha. 1.
Number 1.
Wahid.
Without, this is a fill in the blank. Without dash, life would be very boring. It was our second table topic.
Without diversity.
Correct.
Yes.
Then, what is the motto or tagline of Toastmaster Sandeep Kinge's company he works in currently? Except the Jacobians. Everyone can answer.
Gender equality?
No, it's a tagline or motto. He described
Work-
in his table
Work,
topic.
Work today for better tomorrow. Something like that.
It's
Very
close,
close.
but
Yeah.
yes, Toastmaster Darshan, can you?
I can.
Challenging today, reinventing tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. You are a good student of your company. Then, which two improvement areas were suggested by Toastmaster Jaswinder to the icebreaker speaker?
Hand gestures, if you could hear me.
Yes, and
Hello?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
yes,
hear you.
yes, we
Oh,
can hear you.
Hand gestures
you
was
know,
one.
I didn't know you people are able to hear me. So first
Yeah.
one was hand gesture, and then I couldn't remember the second one, but first was the hand gesture.
Yeah, none of us could.
I can give you a clue. I can give you all a clue.
Look into the eyes of the audience.
Oh,
Eye contact.
yeah.
Yes.
Eye contact.
Eye contact, yes. Then my last question is, Toastmaster Ahmed, this is true or false? Toastmaster Ahmed always judge people from their first impression.
False, very
True.
much false.
True. False. Okay. False.
All right, that's all. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Oh my God, today's trivia master will take my role. If she is a teacher, even being a student, I will run away. If we are not attentive to the class, she will catch
No, but-
each and everyone. Wonderful
But
teacher,
today,
wonderful
most
job.
of them were attentive. 100% I can say that.
Yes, correct. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyadarshini. Toastmaster's journey is a learning journey for all. And now, our benevolent Toastmaster Inacio will share his feedback, being our general evaluator for today. Over to you, Toastmaster Inacio.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Debjani ma'am. And it's wonderful to kind of evaluate. I know it was given a last minute, but I will still try to evaluate. I want to actually find out, one thing from everyone. It's a bit of this. If weirdness was a scale from 1 to 10, and 10 being the highest weird person that you are, where would you rate yourself? Just put a number on the chat quickly. I want to see how many of you think you are weird enough. If you're not very weird, put 1 or below 5. You can't be middle. You have to be either over 6 or below 4, right? What number would you put yourself? Okay, good. Okay, this club has a lot of weird people. Fantastic. If time permits, can I show you one small video? It goes along with Debjani ma'am's theme today. Can you guys see it? See my...
I think it is loading up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yep.
Something went wrong.
By the way, Karthik replied and he says 10.3.
No, it was 10 minus 3. So
Was it?
I tried to give a weird answer, being a weird person.
No, I thought 10.3 or something.
Sorry for the glitch.
No problem.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Amazing video. Heart touching.
So I just want.
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Sorry. So I just wanted to kind of find out how weird you are. And it is, from the topic that was selected today, fantastic. And I want to give a round of applause for Debjani ma'am for doing such a wonderful topic. Sometimes we take this for granted, but look at the score. And what would you say weirdness now you could be? What is your rating now after looking at the video? Come on, let me see. What number would you give yourself now? Oh, Karthik has already given 10.3. On the chat. Okay, put your number now. How weird would you be? Good. Fantastic. I think so from the beginning, I think we started a little bit late for 1 or 2 minutes. I think that's okay, understandable. Some of us were joining in and all that. Preferably next time, if you could all come in on time, was good. I like Toastmaster Priya Darshani for coming up and filling up the role of a sergeant at arms. I think there was a dropout of Toastmaster Yuraj on the agenda, but he didn't show up. So round of applause for her for taking up a role without being prepared, right? So sometimes we all have to do that. And that shows that the whole club, I've seen lots of names on the agenda, but lots of people not being present. And a lot of y'all have taken alternate roles. So that really says that the whole club, is resilient enough to come back and say, okay, it doesn't matter, we'll run the show. So fantastic. And 3 cheers for doing that. The president gave a wonderful speech today, making us all comfortable, welcoming guests, especially me, being first time here, welcome me very well. And it goes on to say how benevolent, the kindness of this whole club is overall. He gave us some good news about DTM Hashim winning 2 awards, and some news about Toastmaster Sandeep relocating, but asking him to stay back. He shows his empathy and his whole benevolent attitude of being a president who cares enough for the entire club. Fantastic. And a round of applause to our president for giving us that wonderful opening speech. And just to continue on from there, his book review about the movie Apar Jito, he told that story in such a form that I have saved it and said, why don't we just download this movie and see it, or go to the theater and see this? He made all of us so, he kind of brought that passion of that movie in us to go and see it. So I'm sure most of us will be, happy enough to go there, encouraged to go and see this wonderful movie of the story of Satyajit Ray and his trouble of going the distance to achieve his dream. Fantastic, great review, and I'm sure we'll all watch it someday. And the joke master DTM Hashim made us laugh, and who better the champion of champion in the humorous speech, right? He's got humor all over him. And one thing, if I remember today, is the Pudina. So I will be watching the Pudina in a very different sense from going forward. So it's not going to be the same Pudina anymore. I'm going to tell this to my wife as well. Don't call me. The Pudina is not important. That last one home run is more important to me now. So fantastic humor, fantastic movie review. And I think our table topic master brought out of the box. I've seen people do very generic stuff. They bring this one question, ask people, nothing interesting, but he made it so interesting. A round of applause for Toastmaster Darshan Shah for bringing those rainbow, the picture of the rainbow, these laughing children, the smiling children, just makes you think differently, right? Think differently, because all of us have a point of view. And I'd love both those speeches which were spoken. The icebreaker from our Toastmaster Senthilway, his willingness, his vulnerability. He showed that vulnerability, that yes, I'm here, I lack the English language, but I'm going to work on myself. And I remember a very distinct quote here from Michelangelo, and he says, "I saw the angel in the marble and carved it until it set it free." So long way to go, Toastmaster Central Way. All of us were never born with English language. I think if you look at all the people here, we have developed this on the way, and your willingness to be open to get feedback is the right way to go forward. Our the second speaker, Karthik, Toastmaster Karthik, what really brought out his resilience to come back. He was not dismayed with the technicality problems. Some of us are already struggling with the butterflies, like Debjani ma'am mentioned, and still we were able to. He was able to come back poised as ever and said, "Sorry guys, I had this and had that," but he delivered his speech, and what a fantastic speech! That reminds me also of the same Michelangelo's quote: "Every block of stone has a statue inside it. It is the task of the sculptor to discover it." So hand your life to a mentor who sees that block, who sees that angel in that block. It's just that how willing are you to let that angel free from that block? So fantastic message, great. Most of us need coaches sometimes for one certain skill, but sometimes mentors for life. Find your mentor. It's a great way to develop your life. I've got mentors for different things. I've got coach for different things. I've got mentors for speaking. There's a mentor I have. For someone in finance that I don't understand, I have a mentor. So find those people are willing to help. Are you willing to ask for help? So that's fantastic to have that. And I think the evaluations were done well. I don't want to evaluate any more on that, but I just love the way how Toastmaster Jaswinder, with a smile, from a smile from year to year, gave that feedback, gave things to improve upon, and she's really a motivation. I look up to our elders to give us that direction because they have seen life from their eyes. And fantastic feedback given. I think the second evaluator as well, Ahmad, who very well came in and gave his points of view. Great job today for evaluating both. Our giving feedback has to be real. Why? The only way that anybody of us could improve our life is by honest feedback. Feedback for growth is very important, and we are an advanced club, so we have to give critical feedback. Yes, good feedback is always good, but that does not help the person that you're giving feedback to. So give that feedback, improve your this, improve your that. Like Ahmad said, make sure you test your video audio before you come on the stage. It is very important because your audience is going to listen to you for the first 5 minutes, and don't let that 5 minutes be ruined by making a bad impression. So I think that's very good feedback. Keep that in mind next time when you're ready, Karthik. It's a fantastic feedback by Toastmaster Ahmad. And I think I've covered most. Trivia Master, Toastmaster Priyadarshini was fantastic. I have not seen this in Toastmasters, but I really, I was excited. I've seen this for the first time in my 3 years of being Toastmaster. I mean, kudos to it. Round of applause to Toastmaster Priyadarshini for making sure everybody was active. And those who even dozed off in the middle got covered by Toastmaster Priyadarshini, because she told everybody to kind of, kind of do the review back again of the whole session. And if I'm not missed, and the Toastmaster of the day, guys, I want you to open up your mic and a round of a thundering applause today to our TMDO of the day, Toastmaster Debjani ma'am, for doing a fantastic job. She kept all of us thinking different, acting different, behaving different, and her questions before every person came up, made person think about what is difference to me, how can I be different. Many of those very nice, heart-provoking questions. Thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful session. And that's about our feedback. I'm sure I will improve as I go along, because this is just my first and a last minute task given to me, Toastmaster Sandeep. So I hope I was managed to give you some feedback. Try to keep it in less than 3 minutes, and that little bit of video that I did something for all of us to take a message home. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster Debjani for the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Inacio. It was kind of like you have done the justice with our meeting. Each and every point in succinct manner, you have evaluated and showed us the way that what we should do next in our next forthcoming meeting. And I was not handling with different people with their life story. I was handling my script also, changing this role play to that role play. Joke master absent, so he will take up. Trivia master will take up, then grammarian will take up this role. So that was a continuous multitasking was going on to engage you all. Now, before I hand over the screen back to the president, let me share something from where I left in the story of my life before. Myself, being a teacher who is the architect of the nation, learns every day from her students who are of different level in learning, skin color, nationality, communication skill, and with many more differences. But after all, they all are just awesome and unique in their own style and expressions. Last few years, I got autistic student as special education needs student in my class. In the beginning, it's always difficult for that child to adjust and mingle with rest of the class. And even with me, however, I understood that these autistic or other special education needs students may need time to cope up with the pace of the class, but they are extremely talented. Some are exceptionally good in math or spelling analysis or painting, and some can think out of the box in an amazing manner. One day, a student came up in front of my class and delivered her speech about her best friend, who was an autistic child of my class, and narrated her story, how they both became best friends and how that autistic student helped her to understand that we all are different in this world, and that's absolutely awesome. When we accept all the differences with our difficulties or happiness, the whole world looks amazing. That day, not only the students, but their teacher, Debjani ma'am, also learned this wonderful lesson of life. That's what I wanted to share with you all. Thank you, everyone, and over to you, President.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Debjani, for lighting us our afternoon and up from where you left off and from where Jaswinder ji had mentioned about unit theme diversity. For those who are based here, we are in a country which epitomizes this, led by some visionary leaders. And I just wanted to share something that when I had just come in, Dubai was a trading port. UAE was more Dubai than the UAE. And as we stand today, it's a melting pot of civilization. And the world is looking at this country. It probably has more diversity. The number of temples, churches, well, and now the synagogues are coming up as well. I mean, this epitomizes diversity to its core. And a couple of drives on Sheikh Zayed Road, I don't know whether you've noticed it. And I'll point it out to Debjani if she hasn't, because that's her area of specialization. There are signages on the road, and it says autism with folded hands. Please accept the way I am. Now that's on the road of Dubai. So which goes to show so much of importance is laid on bringing in diversity into mainstream life. Absolutely enriching session without a shadow of doubt. Having the pleasure of Hashim Bhai, Toastmaster Inacio, DTM Nelson briefly joining in, and Toastmaster DTM Jayesh, who is, I call him the Bachchan Saab of our club. the panache and the style that he brings in. And you see, sometimes the R's are the trademark style. So Jayesh Das' trademark style is his R's and the O's, because that's him. Without the R's and the O's, we won't enjoy it. And yes, we have toppers amongst us as well. We have Darshan Bhai, who has stopped her way all the way through. Debjani was a fabulous student. So is Toastmaster Senthil, a topper in his own ranks. He's finding his way to mastering the language, which you certainly will, Toastmaster Senthil, 100% without a shadow of doubt. So that's the takeaway. We had a couple of speakers, a couple of evaluations. Toastmaster Inacio, a heartfelt thanks for a brilliant general evaluation. We learn and we'll take it forward. And what a beautiful, beautiful sentence you mentioned that I have just shared in the chat. Great takeaway. So Sandeep, can we share the table topic winner for today? And we'll just have one winner for today, and that's the table topic session. Hashim Bhai is the table topic winner for this evening. Fantastic. Now, just to let you know, we have identified 8 candidates to take us forward for the next session, because we need to, the existing XCOM will finish off this June. So the new XCOM will take it up in July. So we are, as some of our new members may not know, we already have a steering committee guided by DTM Nagarajan, DTM Lakshmi, and DTM Jayesh, along with Sandeep Bhai and me, trying to sketch the new XCOM and bring all of them in. So we will certainly need the assistance, support, and blessings of, well, let me name out a few here. We'll certainly need the assistance of people like Toastmaster Debjani, Toastmaster Inacio, Toastmaster Sahrish, Toastmaster Darshan Bhai, Toastmaster Senthil, and Sandeep Bhai, am I missing out on anybody?
Nope.
Yes. To take it forward, we'll be in touch and we'll take it forward. Now, with this, I declare this meeting closed. Now the stage is all set for the chit chats to happen, and let's hear about Hashim Bhai's experience. Hashim Bhai.
Hashim Bhai, I want to become your personal assistant to control, to take care of all the trophies you got till now, and to take care of all the certificates you got now, and to take care of all the speeches you wrote till now, and where have you said which hard disk, which laptop. These all things are very hard to maintain. So being your personal assistant, I will do that job.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Debjani.
Hashim Bhai, how was it this time? I mean, it was a double, so it was special.
It was good. It was good. I follow one simple technique that I've used every single year, and that is I don't really think about the competition. Just focus on my speech. That's the only thing I can do. So as long as my speech is good, I'll back myself to deliver it well. That's it. That's what counts. So just work on yourself as a speaker, and I think that's more important than the results, or you should let the results take care of themselves. The important thing is that you are growing as a speaker and you're learning and trying new techniques, because that's what we are here for, right? We're all here to improve. We have our real lives to employ this techniques that we learn here in. So yeah, just work on your technique. You're not going to win a contest in one day, right? You're going to do it by all the meetings that you've attended the whole year. So keep working on your, be smart about what you do in every meeting and your techniques. And I think that's all that matters. The rest will fall in place.
Fantastic. And when does the international semifinals happen?
So now the next step in this is what they do is the international speech video of the finals. They send it to Toastmasters International, and they collect all the videos from this region, and then they put up a panel, and they have judging based on the video itself. So you don't have to do another speech. They send the same speech. And if you qualify from the regional, then there's the World Championship semi-final, wherein you can give your new speech or the same speech. But that'll be a live event probably in August end or something like that. So by mid-July, we'll know, I guess, whether I'm qualifying from the region or not.
Right.
Or if you qualify, you can attend online or physically you have to.
No,
No, it's online only. This year it's online only.
Oh, okay.
So, and we will get chance to witness that.
Yeah. It will be live on. I think you have to register for. Last year they had some registration amount and all, and they host the event on a virtual platform, and yeah, you can join in and watch that.
Fantastic. Toastmaster Inacio, thank you once again. And yes, there's something, as I said, we look for your assistance in enrolling yourself into the XCOM, and let's see how best we can take it forward.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me. It was fantastic. I mean, I've had a lot of break in the last few months, but doesn't feel like, you guys just brought me back into the flow.
Feel that you had a break.
And
the lovely Michelangelo quotes.
Oh, yes.
A lot of relevance. Yes.
Yeah. I just thought something, because when a topic is spoken, all of us think very different. So that was going in my mind, how did a block of stone, how can a angel, how these artists look at angels in a block when we could not see that, and fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome. Sandeep, let's plan for a physical meeting for when Jasvinderji is around.
Yes.
So we meet all and we take it forward.
And she's going to bring some sweets.
That's good.
Sure.
When are you planning to do this?
This will be the 2nd or the 4th Sunday in June. Now we'll just have to club it if it's possible. With her arrival, she'll be here for a week from Jalandhar en route to the US. So we'll try to do that.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Ahmed, we also need your help for the XCOM. I think Toastmaster Sandeep has already shared. And Toastmaster Senthil, one role that will greatly help in honing your writing skills and obviously speaking skills is the role that your evaluator has currently. And that's the secretary's role. So you probably might think of taking that up.
Club secretary, yep.
That's it. And well, that's that. I think it's way past lunchtime. And
yes, and all must be feeling very hungry.
I know, so everybody has to head out for lunch.
Afternoon nap also. Tomorrow onwards, everybody's working day.
No, but I am going to have my evening tea.
Yeah, that's true. 1.5 hours ahead. That's for sure.
We are waiting.
Thank you, everyone.
Personally, face to face.
Yeah, sure. Debjani, see you.